Action.
Scotty, thanks for joining us. What is it about the Gold Coast that has made you want to start your coaching journey here?
I think it says everything, doesn't it?
I always get to laugh at one. 3, 2, 1. Right, off you go.
When the chance came about at Gold Coast Knights, it was a no-brainer for me, getting your hands dirty and throwing yourself in the deep end, negotiating contracts, scouting players, and put yourself on the map.
You had a nice weekend, though, didn't you? Yeah. Now it's time to get real.
How would you describe your style of coaching?
Aggressive. I think that's the best way to put it. I think that's just what I was as a player. You know, I want to be relentless in terms of what we do and how we do it.
Don't argue, play, come on.
You ask my wife, she's going crazy at the moment. She thought football was done after I stopped playing. It's actually 100 times worse now.
Good, good, good.
You can't get me off the computer or the iPad doing something every evening, and it's driving her wild. There's no more Netflix and chill. My wife won't like me saying this, but it's almost like, I think if you look at a lot of managers, you still have to have that selfish element about the focus has to be on what you're doing to be the very best.
That's why we do these things at the moment.
I'd imagine speaking your mind might have helped you at times as a player, maybe it hindered you. How does it go as a coach?
Once you take me off crossing that white line, I'm a much calmer individual in terms of how I want things done. When you step back and you're not across the line, it's all about everything else and everyone else, and you're able to see the bigger picture.
Now that you're a coach, how would you have deployed Scott McDonald as a player for the Socceroos?
I think I would have played me more often, for starters.
Of course.
When I say more often, I mean more consistently. You had to play me in a top, particularly at that time. I think, for me, that's all I had played.
The old Scott McDonald never scored for the Socceroos. Are you finding it's getting mentioned less and less, even though I've mentioned it now?
I think even if it's mentioned, I'm at peace with it. It's not a real big issue for me anymore.
And being the #1 striker at a club like Celtic, can you put into words what that entire experience is like?
I was riding the biggest wave that was out there, and I was riding it easy at the time. At times, I was so confident. It was like I was never going to fall off the wave.
Would you ever imagine, though, from your time playing at Celtic, that an Australian would end up being the manager of Celtic?
Not a chance. Absolutely no way. It's been phenomenal to see what he's been able to produce in such a short space of time. He was on a hiding to nothing, and I say that openly. I even thought that when he first came in. The club was in turmoil, you know, so, I mean, it builds up to an even bigger and better story for Andrew. And he's flying the flag for Australian football. He certainly is going to be opening doors for, you know, the younger generation of coaches.
Nice, there we go, tranquilo. Yeah, love it.
It's one step at a time. I want to win the league with Gold Coast Knights. That's what I want to do right now, and then progress. If that's within A-League and being a head coach there, 100%, absolutely. If it's going overseas after that or before that, then so be it as well. You know, I'm more than willing to do that.